Mirai Sentai Timeranger. The 24th season in the Super Sentai franchise, this series holds a special place in my heart, and I loved this since the first time I watched it. Hopefully most of you guys who are watching know that this is my favorite season. I've mentioned it various times on this channel, made whole videos dedicated to it, and own a ton of merchandise from the show itself. I first watched Timeranger back in 2012 when I got back into Power Rangers. I was lurking on the internet watching small clips of old Sentai shows from the 90s, 80s, etc., and this one caught my attention. The suits, the futuristic theme, weapons, etc., everything was just great. However, thanks to it not being properly subbed, I watched the show out of order because it wasn't completed by one company. TV Nihon had done like 13 episodes, and over time I think hadn't even started on the series yet. Eventually I did get to watch it, in terrible quality. It was a fan sub version with VHS quality from like the 2000s, and let's just say while I was happy to see it all finally, I was a bit bummed out that I didn't get to watch it the right way. A year after that, Timeranger was completely subbed by both TV Nihon and Overtime, but by then I was busy doing other stuff, so I never got around to watching it again. Plus, I don't know how to download subbed episodes of Sentai from those websites. Then Shout Factory came in and they announced that they were going to release Sentai on DVD. This was the best moment of my life. I finally had the chance to not only own one of my favorite shows on DVD, but also watch it the right way. All I had to do was wait a few years and hype myself up along the way. But it's finally here. It's so beautiful. Alright guys, now enough backstory. Let's finally get to the DVD set itself and take a look at it. So yeah, so the front cover shows you the main 6 Timeranger, and I'm pretty sure this is the first time a Shout Factory DVD set shows the main 6 Rangers. Usually in the past it's been the main 5 without their Ranger form or in the Ranger form, but this is pretty cool that they show you the main 6. I hope they keep this up for the future Sentai releases. And then up there it says, like usual, before Power Rangers there was Super Sentai, and then the big Super Sentai bold letters and stuff, and then the Sentai Seasons logo underneath, whichever Sentai season it is. Then after that, yeah, the main 6. And then at the very bottom shows you some screenshots of the show itself. I guess right here you see the main 5 in their future form, when they were like before they transformed into Timerangers and stuff. And then there's Tatsuya Sami's descendant. I think it was like Captain Ryuya or something like that. I forgot. I haven't seen the show in a while, so I forgot the name of that guy. And yeah, and then here's Time Robo Alpha, I believe. It was called Mode Red in Time Force. And then the main 5 Rangers, not 6. I confused this up here. The main 5 Rangers posing with their weapons and stuff. And then it's that one monster that, spoiler alert, he killed Time Pink's parents. This was like in episode 5, so I'm pretty sure nobody really cares. But yeah, strangling Time Red. And yeah, so pretty cool. It shows you some screenshots. It's very little, so I'm not sure if you guys can see it, bro. But if you can pause the video and look closer, I guess you guys can see that. And then it says Mirai Sentai Timeranger, the complete series. And it's a really beautiful front cover. I like the fact that it shows you all 6 Rangers crystal clear. They're not they don't have their helmets off. It's just the main 6, which is, I mean, I like these type of covers. It's not a lot of stuff going on. It's just the main 6, which is pretty basic and simple. The side, which is the spine, shows a 8 DVD set, so it's an 8-disc set, and it contains all 51 episodes, as it says right here. I'll tell you guys about the 51st episode later on. And then it says Super Sentai, and then Mirai Sentai Timeranger, the complete series, Shout Factory DVD logo, etc. Nothing new. The back shows you the plot for the show, some information about the show itself, and then a picture of the main 5 Rangers. I guess it's an enlarged version of this down here, so it's nothing new there. And then more screenshots of the show. You get this main 5 Timerangers at a beach, which is a really beautiful picture. I wish I had like a poster of this picture. It's pretty cool. Time Yellow with his girlfriend. I think her name was Honami. She was a photographer in the show when she knew the Rangers' identities and stuff. She got the Sukedo, which is pretty cool. Time Pink fighting, I think it was I forgot. It was a Cyclobot in Time Force, so we'll call it that for now, a Cyclobot. And then the main 5 Timerangers themselves without the Ranger suits. They're just there chilling, smiling, waving at us. I'm not sure you guys can see that very well because it's a really small picture. So I'm not sure if the camera's going to capture well. And then down there's some basic information about the show. And yeah, so if you guys want to see the plot for the show, let me see the camera, yeah. Just, pause the video and check that out. It's the basic Timeranger plot. I won't read it out to you guys because I don't want to bore you all. I know reading is really boring. And yeah, but it's the basic plot of Timeranger, which, I mean, I've read it so many times because I know the show by heart. It's my favorite season, so I obviously know what happens. It's in the 30th century, time travel is legal. Don Dornero and his gang, they get released, and they escape to the past, and then Time Rangers must go after them and yeah, into the 20th century, and it's a beautiful show. I mean, in my opinion, it's probably one of the best Sentai seasons I've ever seen, which is a lot to say because there's been greater Sentai seasons out there that people say, like Go Kaiser or Go Busters have been good Sentai seasons, but I don't know, man. Timeranger, it's a really awesome season. Maybe it's just the fact that it was my first Sentai season that I really watched in full, but I don't know. It's just it's just my favorite show. I really love the suits. I love everything about it. And yeah. And anyways, I mentioned earlier there's 51 episodes. Usually Sentai seasons have had 50 episodes or 49 or 48. But this one has 51. And the reason why it does have 51 is because the 51st episode isn't an actual Timeranger episode. Timeranger ends at episode 50 with the Rangers, spoiler alert, going back into the future, the other four, and then Tatsuya stays behind because he's from the 20th century. And yeah, but there's a 51st episode because it celebrates the 25th anniversary of Super Sentai. Back when Timeranger aired, it aired from 2000 to 2001, and 2001 was actually the 25th year that Sentai was on air. And Timeranger did this little clip show thing where they went back to past seasons and they showed us the past seasons, and it's a really cool episode. I've seen it along with the Timeranger series, and we actually get a clip of, not a clip, it's a cameo from the Gao Rangers, the next Sentai season. And I think this is the first time a future Sentai season shows up in the past Sentai season, which is pretty cool. And it's not really a lot. The Gao Rangers just come up and they pose and they do a roll call and stuff. And yeah, and then the Time Rangers, they say, oh, this is the next season, and then they wave goodbye. And it's a pretty cool way to end the show. The show does end in a pretty high note. Like, episode 50 is an amazing episode. And I mean, I could talk about episode 50 of Timeranger in an entire video for like an hour, but I'll keep it short. It's really sad, and I definitely don't want to spoil it for you guys. So I suggest you guys watch it, even though I spoiled it earlier, which makes no sense. But yeah, but it's a really good episode. And if you guys have seen the show, you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, but the 51st episode is really cool too. Yeah, so enough rambling. Let's open up the DVD set itself. When you open it up, you get all the episode titles from each disc. So disc 1 contains episodes 1 through 7, etc. And then you get the names of each episode if you guys want to pause the video, check that out. And yeah, all the discs have the same cover. Nothing changes. This is usually what Shout Factory does. They never really change the disc covers. It would have been really cool if each disc had like a picture of a character from the series, starting off with the 6 Rangers, and then we get the villains and stuff. But I mean, the fact that we're getting Timeranger on DVD is good enough, and I'll appreciate that. So I don't really care about what the disc look like, as long as I have the show in good quality and subbed and stuff. And then the back of the inside is just cool pictures from the show. We get pictures of Honami, Naoto Takisawa, which is Time Fire. And I'll show you guys that. Ryuya, Captain Ryuya, which is Tatsuya's descendant from the future. And then I think the other picture is the Rangers in their summer outfits. If you guys don't know, in Timeranger, the Rangers wear the same outfit every day, like every episode. But then in midway through the show, when the show started airing in the summer of 2000, they had the Rangers switch up to more cozy outfits for summertime, which is a pretty cool little thing that I noticed that they do with Sentai seasons sometimes, where the Rangers, they wear coats and stuff in the beginning because it's cold in Japan, when the show starts airing in spring. But then around the summer they change up their outfits. And the middle picture is the enlarged picture of the Rangers at the beach that we have in the back. So yeah, it's the same thing, but it's a pretty cool picture. I love it. It's really beautiful. And then down here on the left side we get a picture of the villains from the season, the Don Dorunero, Yen, Lita, and then the Cycle of Bots I think are in there too. Yeah. And then the last picture is the Rangers in that one episode of where they got transported into movies and they're wearing kung fu outfits. If you guys have seen Power Rangers Time Force Movie Madness, it's the same plot. The Rangers, they adapted it from Timeranger, but basically the Rangers meet up with this monster and he sends them back into these movies and stuff, and it's a pretty cool episode. And yeah. What's next for Shout Factory? Well, next month we're supposed to get a DVD set for Shoujo Sentai Jetman, the 15th season of Super Sentai. Themed around birds, this season was actually supposed to be the first season to be adapted into Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. However, Ranger's Dino theme was more interesting to Saban, and instead he chose the latter. Now, I know some of you guys are wondering, how come Gao Ranger is next? Well, the reason for Jetman being released instead of the Sentai after Timeranger is because Shout plans to go back to do pre-Ju seasons, which is pretty awesome because that means eventually someday all Sentai seasons will be available in DVD form here in the US. Now, Shout Factory will be releasing pre-Ju Sentai seasons. We do have a release date for Hakuju Sentai Gao Rangers DVD set, and that'll be December of this year. So most likely we'll be getting Hurricane Ranger, Aba Ranger, and all those other Sentais later on next year. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to end the video here. I just want to say thanks again to Shout Factory for releasing this season on DVD. It's, you know, thank you so much for releasing something that I've wanted for so long. And even though I've been hyping myself up all this time, ever since Timeranger first got released on DVD, that, oh my god, I'm going to get Timeranger one day, I'm still going to keep collecting these things. Next month, like I said, Jetman's going to come out, so I'm definitely going to pick that up, because Jetman is a show I've wanted to watch for a while now. Then after that, it's Timeranger, and Timeranger is a show that I don't have a lot of love for. I prefer Wild Force over it, but I still want to get it because obviously it's a good show. I've heard it's pretty good, and it does get bland here and there, but you know, it's still a good show. And honestly, I don't hate any Sentai seasons besides Timeranger. That's the only one I dislike that I never get, which I'm probably gonna get someday because I'm a completist and I want to have every single Sentai season. But besides that, yeah, you know, just, you know, it's gonna be really exciting for future releases, and I can't wait till we get to current Sentai seasons like, you know, Gokaiger and Go Busters, and you know, it's gonna be really fun collecting these things.
And so guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, you always have the option to press the like button, and if you're new to the channel and enjoyed what you saw, you guys can always subscribe and stay tuned for much more amazing content. And yeah guys, and as always, stay tuned, and this is Roberto from Ranger Mania, signing out.